All right, everybody, as promised, here is the first video in the series of bringing this chopper back to life. So, as you probably already know, if you've seen the first video on our Facebook page, custom built chopper built here in South Bend, roughly between 80 and 82, by a guy named Jerry Connell. Still doing research on him, don't know a whole lot, other than, obviously he had some pretty good taste. As far as I'm concerned, I know some of you might think it's gaudy or not your style. 80 Shovelhead, appears to be an 80 cubic inch, don't know. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool features. Almost every time I look at this bike, I find something different. I got it earlier this year. One of the family members who has owned it, I believe he's had it for quite a while. If the story, if I recollect it correctly, it's been in storage 20 years or longer. It does show signs of that, but also, it definitely could be worse for as long as they say it was stored. So overall, pretty good condition. The speedometer shows just shy of 7,000 miles, roughly 6,900. Last, according to the license plate, last registered in 1986. And, between the two and the condition of the bike, I almost think that it's original miles and that the license plate is true, that this thing was pulled off the road in 86. The nephew of the builder did tell me that it had a hole, he thought it was in the transmission. Upon further inspection, I see it's a hole roughly, directly behind the primary here. Not sure what's going on. So right behind the clutch basket, I don't know if a piece of the clutch basket let go and it made its way out of the inner primary, but that's what we're going to do today on this video. Is we're going to pull this cover off, the main primary cover. We're going to see what's going on, do an initial inspection on it, and see what it's going to take to get this thing fired back up and put it back on the road so that people can see it, I can enjoy it, give it its next lease on life. So without further ado, let's get on it. Anybody else out there like choppers like me? I know it's kind of a dying fad, they say. Some say anyway. I'm of the mentality that I think they're making another resurgence. But I've always liked choppers. Not sure why. Something about them just speaks to me. Got a 65 panhead sitting up front too. RD's dad, RD Senior, helped me rebuild that bike. Took the better part of 4 years to get that one back on the road. But man, I tell you what a sweet ride it is now. Okay, so the cover seems loose. We ready? This may be the first time this has been opened since it was built. So let's give it a... There we go. Huh. So it is a belt drive, not chain drive. There appears to be a ton of debris in here for some reason, but the belt looks brand new. Not sure if you'll be able to see that. And that's what it looks like to me, is shredded belt. Set that to the side real quick. I wished I knew the story behind this, because this looks like a brand new belt. Like it has not been ran. It's bone dry, where everything else is soaked in some oil and looks like shredded belt material to me. So I'm kind of wondering if they didn't shred a belt, and that's what knocked that piece out. And they never ran it again. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to talk to the nephew, see if I can get a little bit more info. I mean, even right there, look at that. That is definitely shredded belt. Let me see if I can get you guys a better look here. So you can see, you know, in this area here, that's just all shredded belt. Here's the broken piece that was missing. That's why I thought it was pulled off the road. But if you look, oh, it might be hard for you to tell, but this belt is bone dry. Like no signs of oil whatsoever, and we see signs everywhere else. Even the top side of the belt, that looks like a brand new belt to me. Yeah, just shredded material. Why wouldn't they have cleaned that out? Huh. Now it's got me thinking and wondering. We'll have to see what's going on. We might try to roll this thing over tomorrow. Wanted to get it tore down tonight though when I had a minute. It's hard to do these videos during the day, so I actually stayed over a little bit tonight. And thought maybe I'd utilize the opportunity to make another video and make some progress on this old girl. Well, you guys let me know what you think. If you want to see more of this sort of content, if you got your own cool choppers you want to share, feel free, put pictures down in the comment section, send them to us. This coming season, we're thinking about doing some bike nights. Now, our parking lot is a little limited as far as that, so we've got something in the works. We might have coming announcement here where we'll be sponsoring a bike night, so stay tuned for that. But until the next video, this is Travis. This is the 1980 chopper here at R&D Tech. Stay tuned for further updates. Thanks for tuning in.